Hello, everyone. I'm back. I got a new voice recording thing going on. Might sound a little crisper, I'm hoping, because that was my issue before. It wasn't sounding very crisp, but whatever. I'm back. I'm not in my closet today. Everyone's gone. I'm in the living room. I got my roommate's cat over there listening to me. I think she's sleeping. She's not listening to me. We got the fruit tier list today. I'm just making a tier list of fruits. Now I've done I've already put a ton of fruits that I've never had these before. Now some of these I might have had. Like I've had dragon fruit flavored things. I'm sure dragon fruit's actually probably pretty good because I like the flavor of it. Durian I've heard is bad. I've just heard things about these fruits, but I'm not gonna rank them because I haven't gave a very like that wouldn't be very honest of me. I've never tried them. That would be unfair. So we're just gonna leave them here. We're just gonna rank the fruits that I have tried. Actually, there's a couple in here that like white currant or currant. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I've never tried the currants. Okay, I don't know what they taste like. They look like those cherries that were on, or not cherries, sorry, berries that were on trees that you were not supposed to eat when you were a kid. But I digress. Let's just dive into it. Enough chatter. We're gonna start with apples, green apples and red apples. I just threw the green apple here. Sorry. I mean, apples are B. They're all right. I like apples. I think I prefer red apples, but they're very similar. I'm gonna put them both in the B tier. Yeah, they're just not very. I don't know. They're. I could eat an apple every day. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? But I couldn't. They're not as tasty as some of the other fruits. That's what I like. I like a good flavor in my mouth, and the apples are good, but not quite as good as some others. Avocados, I'm going to put in the C. They don't really have a taste to them, right? In my opinion, they're just kind of there. If you've had guacamole, you've had an avocado. They're just kind of, nah, whatever. I don't care about them. And you know what? Same with bananas. Might be a hot take. I know people love bananas, but for me personally, not a fan. Okay, I think they're great. I actually buy bananas and eat them because they're good for you, but in terms of flavor, I just don't like the banana flavor. I'm not a big banana guy. I'm sorry. Now, blackberries, on the other hand, blackberries slap. Blackberries are actually really good. I mean, I don't know what to say. They're just like a very, honestly, I think they're better than blueberries. I'll tell you that. Blueberries are good, but my big problem with blueberries is like one in every five blueberries are kind of trash. I feel like sometimes you get like a bad, and if you eat berries, you know what I'm talking about. Like sometimes you eat a strawberry, for example, and it doesn't hit as well as the previous strawberry did. You know what I mean? I feel like that happens a lot with blueberries. You just get some bad batches. Like blueberries are still great. If you didn't get those bad batches, they'd be A tier, but you get too many bad ones, so I'm going to put them in the B tier. Blackberries, you don't really have that problem with. Blackberries are always just solid. I'll put them in the A tier. Love the flavor. Cantaloupe D. I don't like cantaloupe, okay? I just don't like it. It's hard. It doesn't taste good. Get out of here. Same with coconut. I know people live and die by coconut, think it's great. I hate coconut. I hate the flavor of coconut. I hate it as a fruit. It can die. All right? Cherries. I mean, cherries are okay. We'll grab sour cherries here too because they're pretty much the same thing. I might actually prefer sour cherries slightly more, but whatever. They're the same thing. See, the thing is, I love cherry flavored things. If you have like a, you know, I don't know, like a lollipop or cherry Skittles. I don't know. I love cherry flavor. It's probably my favorite flavored candy, drinks, etc. I love cherry flavored things, but an actual cherry just isn't very good. I don't know why. I don't know what it is, but it's actually the opposite of. I'm just skipping here. I'm going to strawberries because I hate strawberry flavored things, like strawberry flavored drinks, strawberry flavored candy. It's gross, but a strawberry by itself is amazing. It's the one of the best fruit. I dare I say the best fruit. I love strawberries. If you don't like strawberries, you're lying. And the difference between strawberries and blueberries, which I had mentioned, sometimes you get a bad strawberry and a bad blueberry. The difference is that you don't get as many bad strawberries, and strawberries are so good that you're willing to take a bad strawberry in order to get like three or four good ones. Where it's like blueberries, is it worth the really bad one to get like you know some okay ones? No, not really. Cranberries B tier. I mean, they're same thing as blueberries, right? They're all right. I actually think they're very similar, different flavors, but in terms of you get a bad batch every once in a while, and we'll put them in the B tier. They're okay. I don't know what else to say. They're very similar to blueberries. Not taste, they taste different, but the same. My same reasoning for blueberries being in B tier. Same reasoning for cranberries. Grapefruit ass. it's ass. I know it looks like an orange, but it doesn't taste like an orange. It's not very good. I don't even know how else to describe it. It's okay. Like it's probably like the top of this realm, but I mean it's still in the D tier. It's not very good. Grapes are all both going to be an A tier. Love grapes. What do you guys prefer, white or red grapes? I always thought they were green grapes, but whatever. I guess they're called white grapes. I think red grapes are. It's so close. It's so clean, red and white grapes. I'll go with red, just because I think I prefer the sweetness to the soury ones. It's basically like a sweet and sour. Which one do you prefer? I tend to prefer the sweet ones a little bit more, but whatever. Yeah, take your pick. Grapes are great. Why aren't they S tier? I don't know. I just don't want to throw too many fruits in the S tier. The community rank for this had a lot of fruits in the S tier, and I mean, all deserving of it, of course, but I can't have all the fruits there. We'll put grapes in the A tier, though. Kiwis, S. Kiwis are amazing. I mean, they taste wonderful. Strawberry kiwi. Ironically enough, there's a lot of strawberry kiwi flavored things. I like strawberries and kiwis. You get what I'm saying here? But kiwis are great. You can actually eat. I didn't know this, but you can eat the skin on a kiwi. Did you guys know that? Yeah, normally when I eat a kiwi, and I'm sure this is for most people, you peel the skin off first, so you just get the green bit. But I saw a guy in high school just eat the fucking kiwi just like that, with the fur on it. And if you know what the skin on a kiwi is, it's furry, it's hairy, and he was eating it, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he was like, "No, just eat it, it's fine." And I was like, "Shit, well, I mean, I'll try it. I like to try things, right?" Which is why it's kind of a pain looking at all these fruits that I've never had before. I'd love to try some of these. I'm sure some of them are great. I'm sure some of them are horrible, but I like to try things. So I ate the kiwi with the furry skin still on it. And you know what? It actually wasn't that bad. It actually wasn't that bad. I think I'd prefer it without it, but just a little fun fact for you. So we have lemons and limes here. Now, if we're just eating these things whole, they're probably D tier. But in terms of flavor, I think they're amazing. And if you just want to have like a little lemon, a wedge of a lemon or a wedge of a lime, I mean, I eat those things all the time. I think they're great, but I don't think I could eat a whole lemon or a whole lime like I could with some of these other fruits. In terms of flavor, though, in terms of their purpose, I'll put them in the A tier. I mean, I'll put them in the B tier. I think they're probably an A tier fruit, realistically. But in terms of eating them whole, I could never do that. Why would anybody want to do that? They're sour. They're not meant for that though. I guess I'll put them in the A tier. No one's eating these things whole. In terms of what they're meant for, I think they're A tier. Now, if you want to counter that and be like, "Oh, coconuts aren't really meant for eating. You're meant to like, extract the juices from it." Doesn't matter. I still hate coconut. Okay, so I just had to throw a stray at coconut right there. Mangoes, I'm also going to throw a stray at. I think they're all right. I'll put them in the C tier. I think there is something to enjoy about a mango, kind of, but the flavor just doesn't do it for me. I actually don't. I actually rather detest mangoes, but same thing with cherries. Like I'll eat them. They're okay. They're not actually bad like these other fruits. But I'm just not a mango guy. Hate me if you want. Nectarines, I've never had. These guys snuck through. I'm sure they're fine, but I've actually never had them. I can take a guess. They'd probably be like B tier or something, but whatever. Who cares? Oranges, A tier. The problem with oranges, there's just too many seeds for me, honestly. I mean, orange juice. I love orange flavored things. Oranges are amazing. But there's just a little too many seeds. And you know what? I know I'm being picky here, but that's what it takes. If you want to get into the S tier, you got to be perfect. You got to be strawberry or kiwi level. And oranges for me just aren't that level, but they're great. But you're just missing some things. Peaches, I don't like peaches. I'm sorry, I don't. Okay, sue me. I don't like them. I think they taste gross. Period. Just period. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Pears, I mean, they're the same thing as an apple, right? Right? Am I wrong? Okay, I know I'm kind of wrong. I know I'm kind of being a little cheeky there, but pears are all right. Pears are great. They're just like apples. Take your pick. Do you prefer pears or apples? I think I kind of prefer apples, but pears are also great. Very similar. Very similar. I'll just say that, which is why they go in the B tier. Pineapples? Oh my god. Pineapples are so good. They're so good. I think I'm going to put pineapples. I don't know. Pineapples are great. Do they go in the S tier though? I don't know. I'm gonna put them in the A tier. There's just something holding them back from me. I cannot explain it. I don't know what it is, but it would just feel wrong to put them up here. It just would, but I'll put them in the A tier. Pineapple, I didn't like it as a kid, but as I've gotten older, I really do enjoy pineapple. I think it belongs in the A tier for sure. Plums, oh my god, plums. If you have a good plum, oh my god, it might be one of the best fruits of all time. I'm gonna put it in the S tier. Plums get slept on a lot, and I mean, I don't actually know if they do. Who's actually making a fruit tier list? But you know, I would imagine they get slept on a lot. I don't see a lot of people with plums in their household, but damn, I love plums. Damn, it's been a long time since I had a good plum. I might go pick one up, but plums are in the S tier. Amazing. Pomegranates, another B tier fruit, similar to cranberries. Like, there's way too many seeds in pomegranates, but the flavor is very nice. But there's just way too many seeds, and yeah, they're all right, but the flavor is good. It's problematic to eat. Raspberries are also going in the S tier. I love them. I love them. I love them, and I don't care who knows it. I love raspberries. They're just the best, of these like terms of berries, I guess, besides strawberry. But they're also up there. Raspberries and strawberries are great. They're the best berries. Uh, Here we have tangerines, very similar to oranges. The thing is, I feel like I've had some bad tangerines. It's the same thing with like the blueberry stuff. I feel like you get some bad blueberries, you get some bad tangerines, and it ruins it for you. But it's pretty much the same thing as an orange. There might even be less seeds in them, but you're risking a bad batch. So that's why it's going to be in the A tier. But literally, same thing, okay? People might tell you they're not the same thing. Whatever, okay? It's pretty much the same thing. Watermelon, see, watermelon's such a fun fruit. You played a soccer game, and then at halftime, you all eat watermelons. Get that little nutritious value out of them. They're fun, they're great, and they taste fine. The problem for me is they don't taste as good as they're not an S tier caliber flavor, right? They do not belong in the S tier, but they belong in the A tier. I guess it's the same as pineapple, right? It's just ah, there's just something missing from watermelon to bring it up to that next level. Honeydew, ass, ugh, ugh, ugh. Disgusting. Nobody likes that shit. Come on, blood oranges. Ooh, blood oranges are like honestly like I think I'm gonna put them in the same realm as oranges, but they do not taste the same as an orange and tangerine. I actually think a blood orange is better, but not good enough to be S tier. It's still in the same realm, but I think I would prefer a blood orange to a regular orange. How would I describe the difference? I do not know. I'm not a chef. I cannot describe flavors to you like that. But you're just gonna have to take my word for it. And that last, but arguably at least, we got raisins. I mean, it's kind of borderline criminal that these are considered fruits. They're just dried up grapes. But they're all right. I mean, I shouldn't put them in the D tier. They're all right. They're okay. We'll eat them, but in in terms of flavor, in terms of does it meet the definition of a fruit for me? That's already borderline. It already borderline doesn't meet the definition of a fruit, and they're just not that good. So I'm gonna put them in the C tier. This is my list. What do you think? What's your favorite fruit? What's your least favorite fruit? Let me know. For me right now, I guess I would pick strawberry. I think strawberries are my favorite fruit, and my least favorite fruit. Oh, it would have to be coconut. I just hate coconuts. I hate them. I'm gonna leave it at that.